dug it well, that. Feel it spin us round.
Yeah, dug it really well. Good holding here.
Pulled it out though.
Really good holding here. Is there any weed in that bedroom hatch then? What are you doing, dog?
That's it, it's pulled it out well. That's it.
Dug in really well. Anchors up.
Yeah, blinded.
I'm Nicky, and this is my gorgeous family. Chris, Bo, Bear, and our salty puppy, Buddy. We've been sailing around the world for 3 years now on Pickle, a catamaran we bought, renovated and learned to sail on after I had a life-changing epiphany when I was in ICU with meningitis. Subscribe, welcome aboard and enjoy the ride. Hugging the old pooch. Sorry about that, guys. Just coming off the anchor, just spun us round and it went down, dropped down 2 meters like that from 5. So sorry, I had to take a second, concentrate, get us out safely. So we're sailing on today. There's some really nasty weather coming on Friday. Bit of gnarly stuff coming down. And that's out there in the Atlantic, blows across Europe into here. So we got to get some cover. We just find somewhere. Now there's the top of this bay or the top of the next bay. The next bay doesn't look as covered. The next bay is bigger, but a bit more wind gets in there. This bit where we are now is the most covered. But where I'm heading now, which would be the wind coming over the land, which would be safest, it looks to me like there's something in the water up there. Like fish farms or something I don't know about. The problem with Albania is anchorages are, there's not marked anchorages. Yesterday with the harbour master, I asked him, I showed him the weather and I showed him the anchorage I thought would be good coverage and said, is that an anchorage? Could I anchor there? And he said yes. So that's the next big bay. But I didn't ask him about this little one here. So I'm going to go and have a look, and then if it's not okay, we're going to go on to the big one. It's only about 15 miles, so you know, 3-4 hours sail. I'll take you guys with me. I'll show you on the map where we're going now, so you know what we're doing, and then I'll let you know where we anchor. And then it'll just be a few days of chilling, swimming, snorkeling, editing, schoolwork, you know, usual stuff, until the weather passes, and then we'll sail on down the coast. So this is us now here. This is where we anchored. And we're just going to go up and try here. This is going to be the most blue, like the most calmest area when this bad weather hits. So here would be good if it's feasible. But if you look out here, hang on, let me show you. Look out there, guys. Right out there. Looks to me like there's something in the sea. That side and that side.
Just right off Edland as well.
Yeah, it looks to me like there's something in the sea out there, like fish farms or something.
Right away offshore,
yeah. We're gonna have to have a look. Anyway, I'll have a look. So I don't know if that's going to be feasible because it looks like there's fish farms all the way along there. I don't know. I might be wrong. I'm going to go and have a look. And if not, guys, we're going to go out here and into this big bay here and anchor over here somewhere, tucked away in there, and hopefully that will get this coverage there. From this nasty wind. So that is what we're doing, my friends. Are we either here or the next big one? I'll show you when we get there. Last night we had quite a lot of wind, not forecasted wind, but we had wind, and it was warm, like really warm. Felt like the Sahara sand, the Sahara wind. You know, like you get below across from Africa when you're in Spain and stuff. Felt like that. But the wind. This is the second time this happened this year. The wind was coming in the wrong direction. It wasn't coming in the African direction. It was coming off the land, but it was hot, really hot. It was hot all night, boiling, and it dried all our decks. Their decks was bone dry. And what's crazy is today you can see the sand in the mist over here. I'm going to show you now. Can you see that? Where the land is. Can you see that? Where the land is you can see the brown sand in the actual wind, in the mist. Crazy, isn't it? This is what we're coming up to. They look like millions and millions of buckets upside down. Can you see? Don't know what they are, but we're setting an anchoring over here. We're going to go around to that big anchorage, a big bay, around the corner.
Right, a little bit more.
I'm going to go out, yeah.
Big oil drums out of the oil cans.
Yeah, there's got to be mussels or oyster farms or fish farms. There's nothing that's marked on these Albanian maps.
No, there were one of them boats back there and it had them big 40-gallon oil drums and half of them were dirty and half of them weren't, and I bet that's what these are.
Yeah, they just don't mark.
In that thing.
They just don't mark anything on the maps here, do they?
No, maps are very, very scarce. Very, I don't know what they call it, sparse.
Yeah. See, we were going to go in here to anchor. We're quite a long way off the headland. So it's only to the headland. But look, there's masses of these big drums. I don't know why it won't focus. Thank God when we had to come into anchor at night, we anchored at that end of the bay, not this end. Because if you couldn't see anything, because it was pitch black, because there was no moon, you run into that lot, you bloody know about it, it'd be, complete and utter chaos, wouldn't it? They're black drums in the black ocean with no moon at black at night, yeah, that could be a problem. Yeah, so there you go, there's a warning for everybody that's sailing to Albania, or considers it, these fish farms, or whatever they are, oyster farm, mussels, don't know, these big drums, which go on for flipping miles, look at it, go all the way to land, which is about a mile and a half away. They're not on the maps. Go on for as far as the eye can see.
Or maybe you get between them so you come funneling down there and they get stuck at end. That's what I seen on that fishing boat though.
Yeah. So this is actually becoming a bit more tricky than we thought. There's pots everywhere. What? And all they are is little plastic bottles. So Chris is having to stand on front looking for them. It's literally impossible to see. And the depths aren't quite right either on the chart plotter. Quite a lot right, not right. To spot that. Can you see that? Look, there's one there, one over there, there's one there, there's little plastic bottles, there's one there, one there, one there, literally everywhere, just a plastic pop bottle, and there's nets go between them, fishing nets. This is quite tricky. Coast hop, not well marked at all, crab pots or fishing nets. Whole thing. Certainly wouldn't want to be doing this in the dark, would you? I'll keep looking, guys. I'll keep looking. We're meant to be in 19 metres. There's 25 there, 19 there, 20 there. So around 19 metres. We're in 10. That's a big difference. That's 10 metres difference. That's a big difference. The depths on these maps are also wrong for Albania. Now, as you can see, there's a big lagoon area here, there's a big river here, and I'm guessing this big here entrance here, this river, this is going to come out and lay sediment down there. So it could be like a sandbar we're going over. That's to do with this lagoon and these rivers. I don't know, but 9.9 metres, where it's meant to be 20, is concerning. We're going to have to be very careful going in here, aren't we? I don't think it's at all as it should be. There's a difference of 10 metres. It's a lot of difference, isn't it? Crazy.
Hope it's not 10 metre difference up there, otherwise we'll be 5 metres out of water.
I hope it's not that bad. These are like seriously shallow. These.
1.9 metres.
This bay. This is Rogona, is it? Rogona Bay. and it's half the depth, half the recorded depth. So on the Navigational maps, whatever it said, it was half of it. So when it was saying it was 14.5 meters, it was actually 7. And now we should be sitting on about the 5 to 6 meter contour, and it's actually 1.9. It was about 2 when we dropped it, but we've swung this way slightly. So what I'm going to do, we are due some really big winds. I'm hoping that in here, it's coming from this direction, we won't get any, and with it coming from that direction, we won't get any swell either.
Hopefully not.
No. I don't know when these flat plains, these flat lagoons start, but waves could come up and build up there, and you could end up with a massive, big rolling swell. The weather's always changing anyway. We've got 4 days. It's Tuesday today. The bad weather's Friday, I think.
Yeah.
So we should stay here for 4 days and then leave Saturday. Fingers crossed. Anyway, it's also not clear water. The water's really, really not clear.
It's like Venice.
It looks more like a river water than it does. But there's all lagoons and rivers coming out here, so I'm not surprised. And the sediment, the bottom is sand and mud. So this is what you get when you get a sandy, muddy bottom, just laying an anchor. But a big cloud of sand and mud.
I bet if it was completely still with no tide, nothing, it would be clear.
Clearer, yeah. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take my lead weight. What do you call these? Not lead weight. What do you call these? Lead lines. Yeah. And I'm just going to measure. We're about 2 meters ish, nearly a bit less. And I'm going to measure how far it goes in, because it's very, very, very gradual. What I did notice was it's very gradual decreasing. So I should be 2 meters for quite a long way in, but we'll go and see just to check the angle, swing round and hit 0.5 and ground.
Oh my god, we both said the same thing. What the?
Weirdo.
I know.
Right.
Read my mind.
And while I'm doing it, I'm going to go to the beach and walk the dog.
You take it and
you
go.
can come.
Let's go.
Yeah. This is just one big slab of rock. I don't know how long it goes on for. The water's totally clear here. The waters aren't clear because of the substrate. Look, it's like clay. Really dense, thick, heavy clay and sand. Look at this. This is so old. There's like holes in it. That's what you get in holes in the rocks like that. Long chains in fossils. They're so disappointing, isn't it? Yeah. Substrate. It's probably not those 2 waters because it's all kinds of water which is causing it to be not clear. I don't think it's because it's dirty. But what's really, really upsetting is the amount of plastic. It's just so sad. So much rubbish on this beach. You wait until you go in this corner, guys. You'll see it all.
Look at the shells. It's so
between the zillions of shells, it's zillions of tons of plastic. I could spend 4 days. I don't think I can to clear it, and then it'll just all be back again. I wouldn't even be able to clear it. There's so much of it.
No.
Where would you put it? We're in the middle of nowhere.
bury it. Right, look at that sun. It's beautiful. Apparently global warming's code red now. Don't know what that means, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I want to help, I don't know what to do to help. It's like having to sit and watch the world die. It's horrible.
What is it?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh no, my foot's on. Hang on. Oh no, guys.
I put my foot in it.
Lovely. Yeah, look.
Everywhere you go now, you just find this human destruction, even on the most remote places. Up there, there's some sort of like hobo or something living in a shack.
Lovely.
It's so sad.
It's like literally like watching your earth die right in front of you and you can't help. Oh,
What's those funny shoes?
because they're immigrants.
Refugees.
When they drown, that's a bit morbid, but when they do, well, their shoes come off, don't they? They'll float.
Think how many children there was then. There's
That's so sad.
Shoes here. Children's toys. It's got a hat. It's got a hat. Oh yeah. Don't run into me. Hey buddy, thank you.
Oh my god,
Buddy.
play!
Get it, buddy.
I wanna try.
Yeah. Woo. Bring it back
Hello.
The dog is running around with a leg. A dolly leg. Creepy. That's creepy, man. Where's he gone? Is that no? It's been a plastic to chew up. Where's the rest of the dolly? You've only got a foot. You've just got a foot.
Play frisbee.
Just covered in sand. It's so funny. It's so funny. Go play frisbee, buddy.
Mum, do you want to play frisbee?
Would you like his doggy leg? Yeah, if you like. Come on then. Hang on.
Stop here.
Okay, guys. So we tried anchoring here, and it's in about 2 meters. It's so shallow for such a long way in. For about a mile in, I'm about 3/4 mile out now, and I'm still at 3.5 meters. That's how shallow it is for such a long time. So we're having to move. If you get a massive, great big rolling swell in here, there's a chance at 2 meters that only gives us a metre of something under our keels that we could hit down. If you've got a big swell with big winds. You know, and you get a crest and then the thing that we went down, you might hit down or something. I don't want that. Anyway, plus, it absolutely stinks. I think this fish farm here, whatever they are on them barrels, and all that debris at that beach, I don't know, just put me off. I really don't want to move. I've been up all night with vomiting and diarrhea. I'm like seriously poorly. I've got the strength of a newborn baby today. Must be the tummy bone up from that restaurant we ate in or something. I don't know. I have no idea, but I'm really poorly, and I think Bo's got it as well. She's feeling really poorly. So today's not a good day. But what we're going to do, we've thought of lots of different options. And the best one I can come up with is I'm going to move here round the headland to an anchorage around the other side, which has got some good reviews of Navigational. Again, it's going to be very shallow. You have to anchor quite a way offshore, but I'll do that. And then tomorrow we will sail on to Juras, I think that's how you pronounce it, which has got some sort of commercial port thing. Fish are jumped out the water there. Can't stay in there though because there's no cover. It's really crap anyway. And but there is an anchorage which is covered there for sublease, so we're going to go there and get to the anchorage. So a bit of a long day sail tomorrow, but hopefully it should be a better anchorage than this. Fingers crossed, guys, because I don't want to go through all this when I'm this flipping ill for nothing. I'm at 4 meters now. I'm about a mile offshore and I'm at 4 meters. I'll show you. So 12.3 meters and I'm this far offshore already. Quite a way off. Anyway, guys. Oops, I went out too far. Okay, right, we're going to go round this headland today into here and then
Crab pot in front of us. Crab pot.
Where's this crab pot? I can't see it.
In front of us.
You're gonna have to really keep watching Nicky.
And then tomorrow we'll sail from there out round here, past Juras and into Anchorage here, which should give us coverage from sublease. So making this worse is there's pots, and between the pots there's nets everywhere. They're literally fishermen were laying them around their boat. Why was at anchor earlier? You can see them back there. So you'll get 2 pots and you'll get net between them. So we've got the whole family out watching for these. They use sticks, a stick or a plastic pop bowl, water bottle or something. They don't even use proper floats half the time, just a plastic bottle. So it's really hard to spot them. It's making our sailing in Albania very interesting. What I thought was a good start has turned out to be a bit of a disaster with this sickness bug and these anchorages. Crazy, guys, crazy. Hi, baby, love you. Just realise how crazy this is. So, in 2 days, Sunday night, we were literally chucked out of the country because the Montenegro police wouldn't let us anchor and sail on in the morning, even though they'd agreed that we could. So we had a massive row with the border patrol police and left. Sailed through the night, which we didn't want to do. Sailed into God knows how many crab pots and nets and anchored unsafely. That was crazy in itself. Next day went through the whole checking in process, which was quite long-winded. Found yourself an agent overnight, which again was like something you should do beforehand. Sorted everything out. And then found out there's a bad weather coming, so we had to move to an anchorage, which turns out to be, again, is unsafe. We're surrounded by fishing nets, fishing pots, crab pots, and it went down to about 1 metre under our keels, so we have to move on again, and I ended up with a stomach bug, which is about the worst one I've had in I don't know how many years. In fact, I think I sicked up more than I ate. I don't know how that's possible, but that's how it felt. So that's in 48 hours, all that has happened. Once again, I think I find myself in various kinds of different pickles. Remember guys, follow us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok and Feeling Cheeky. You can keep watching on here, see what other crazy shit happens to me in my life. Sorry about swearing. And if you love what we're doing, you want to become part of our story, you want to be part of our family, you want to be getting all the episodes early and extra footage and everything else, then you could become a Patreon. Follow the link in the description below. Otherwise, keep watching on here. Subscribe. That's free. You just fill in details on YouTube and you can press the follow button and follow us on here. Enjoy the episode. Certainly is beautiful. They're mountains, man. Huge. I don't know if you can see, there's like nets actually visible up out of the water with sticks between them, a bit like you get in the Venetian canals. And there's the little boat that was just tending to them. They're all the way along though. You see them, they're behind him then. And then all the way along there, you'll see they're on the end here as well. I don't know if you'll be able to see with the camera, but they're out there as well, all the way out there as well. Good job we're not staying at night, isn't it? Anyway, look. Some of the...
Two bunkers there.
No, they're just bunkers, Bear, because this country was really controlled and they controlled their borders a lot. So they would have been used up until recently, until they went to non-communist regime.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, there's just 2 caves there.
They've just cleared all the landmines out of the waters and stuff, haven't they? There were so many landmines
There was
for ages.
landmines?
Yeah, between Corfu and Albania there was loads. And they've got rid of them all. Look, guys, this is what I'm talking about. I've just spotted now, look. These are the sort of things that you can't, are absolutely everywhere. Look, you see, can you see that in the water? But you can't even see it. That in the water, guys, that is fishing nets and crab pots. See that little tiny plastic bottle? That's what they mark them with. Either that or a stick. Bloody stick. Crazy. Oh, Albania has quite an interesting history. It was actually ruled from about the 14th century by the Ottoman Empire, believe it or not. And then I think it was freed, become its own entity in 1912. And that's right. And then obviously they've had this like communist regime which went on for quite some time. And I think it was, I can remember it being a communist country when I was a kid. So I think it was 1992 that because of unrest in the people and they had a massive economic crisis, they was voted out in government, and then a whole new phase started in the life for Albanians, and they've been sort of free ever since. Beautiful coastline behind me, isn't it? Very pretty. Before Albania was liberated, the communist dictatorship they had here was really, quite severe, and they actually built 750,000 bunkers around their coast and their country's borders to protect them. It's just crazy. I just showed you some over here. There's some in the hillside just up there. Hang on, that way. You see them there? But they're everywhere. There's so many. They're like liberated now, and they was one of the poorest countries in Europe, but they're working really hard to build their economy and become part of, the whole European thing. I think they're doing a very good job at doing that. I know there is poor, and I know a lot of the younger people are leaving. Our agent's son and daughter have both left. They now live in London. I can understand why, because wages are so low. They can get so much better if they go live somewhere else. And I know there's a problem with them leaving as well. I know that was on TV recently in England, that there was a whole problem with like immigrants leaving here and illegally entering other countries. But I do think they're up and coming. They are working really hard. It's a very interesting country, and it's a very interesting coastline to sail around. So that's good, isn't it?
Well, these crazy ass nets from there. Hang on. And then there's like a gap, but not a massive gap. We were going to go through it, but I'm a bit dubious, me. I can't see, it says 11 metres here, but I just can't see how they can stick sticks so little in water that goes 11 metres down and still stand up. So anyway, we've chosen to go around them. It's a bit crazy coastline here, but we need to go in here. So hopefully when we go around them, we'll be able to get in a bit shallower to anchor. So if anybody's coming down this part of the country, definitely no night sailing, just be aware of everything in water. You've got to have 2 sets of eyes.
Bear's just noticed there's what looks like been a forest fire there.
It's probably set on fire.
Probably a wildfire.
Yeah, it's probably set on fire because of the lightning bolt.
Maybe. It goes all the way along there and up the next hill as well.
Yeah.
Crazy. There's Daddy clearing up dog wee wee.
Yeah, put that on your feet.
He wees on the cleaning up bucket, didn't he?
He wees on everything.
You little monkey. Started spraying everywhere. Stop weeing on the things. Anyway, guys, this is the bay that we ended up in last night. Look, oh, palm trees, big white beach. It's so nice. So nice.
Oh, you need to go and do ladders.
Oh, it's lovely, honestly.
Nice here.
It was.
Bit of a side sort of making me feel sick last night.
Yeah, the side tour, was it? It's so calm though. It's definitely the calm before the storm. It's like glass calm, isn't it? It's been like all night. It's been fantastic. And I slept okay, not too bad. I still got these tummy pains, but I feel a lot better. Had a shower, feel fresh, clean again, you know, getting over me bug. And last night, even though I felt poorly, dog needed walking, didn't he? So I took him for a walk, and it was a lovely walk, lovely clean beach. Is that sort of like creamy sand that goes really dark when it's wet though? So fine. I think that's why the colour of the water's not perfectly clear here, because it's got this mud and that really fine sand bottom. But it's been...
Well, actually, we're not dug in there very well here.
No.
Because that weed, there's little...
It would just, a strong wind, it would probably dig right in and it'd be very good holding. But anyway, guys, I just thought I'd tell you, you know, it's not all bad. Because the last anchorage was a little bit disappointing, wasn't it? But here's beautiful. So, you know, here's the vibe of the goods, vibe of the goods. So today we're sailing on, not because we want to, because it's lovely, but because we have to. Because this anchorage isn't really covered. It probably might be, actually. But we're not sure if it's going to be covered for these horrible winds that are coming. I'm not sure the next one's going to be covered either, to be fair. But we're going to go and try and get some coverage. We just got to get out of here. This maze of nets, scary pots and stuff everywhere.
Look at this idiot.
Look at this dog.
He's head under chain.
What are you doing? Smelling it as it comes up.
He's looking for something to pee on. New smells, I'm going to pee on it.
Or eat.
Yeah.
Pee or
He
eat.
does like to eat seaweed.
Bit of seaweed, or I'll eat that. Anyway, guys, so there's Daddy Do's taking the anchor up. I better get back to the helm rather sharpish because he won't stop.
Just put it up to 20, that's all.
And then we'll end up floating away, won't we?
I'll just put it up to 20, man. Still got 4 to 1 at 20.
Go on then, pull it up. I'm back at the helm now.
Hi.
There's Bear. Anyone want to guess what Bear's doing?
I'm on my Christmas list.
He's writing his Christmas list. He's writing a letter to Santa, aren't you, Bear?
Yeah.
Got to do it early, eh?
Yeah. 2 months early.
You got 2 months to change your mind. Right then, shall I show you on the map where we're coming? Children, or not, this is where we are in this lovely bay, and we're going to come out here, go around there, right round, past Jurors, which is like a marina, but that's got no shelter for Sovlies either, and then into this here, which looks like a bombardment of rocks. Scary, but that's where we're going. Let's hope that that's okay. Fingers crossed, my friends. Fingers crossed.
You'll have to join us next week, guys, to see if I finally get over this nasty sickness bug and we find a safe bay to hide out from these nasty winds. Thanks for watching. See you next week.